I think we're live. I never really know. Rudy, are you there? Is anyone there? Are we live? Somebody hit the hard button or something. Alexa, time.
It's 10:01 a.m.
Oh, it's 10:01. Maybe somebody's there. Oh, there's a person there. I see. Hey, Rudy, we're going to move you back. Yeah. Joanne Jacobson is there watching. There's Rudy. Hey, Rudes. Look, Mom's got... People want to say hello to you, Rudy. So we're going to put you over here. Want a shrimp? If you eat the shrimp, I'm not going to believe it. Hey. There you go. There's my Rudy boy. Say good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Ooh, what you got? You got shrimp. Want a Cheeto? Oh, look, he's eating the shrimp. Well, good morning, everyone. We're going to give people a little chance to join us. And here's Rudy. Good morning, Rudy says. Who is that? I think it says Karen. I can't see. I'm so old. And Merrill is there. Good morning. Look at, he's eating the shrimp. Poor Lavender. I cook shrimp on these days for her. And Rudy, and then Patch will be next. And he'll eat them. Rudy, how about a Cheeto? Look. You think you'd like this? Did you see him? He said, yuck. No, I don't want that, he said. But I'll take another shrimp if you've got it. Here. It's right there. Oh, and look, Rudes. Hey, Rudes, we got an apple. Ah, you almost took my finger. Hey, Rudes, want an apple? Want another shrimp? I know everybody likes to see Rudy. Actually, I think Rudy might be feeling a little better. He just did what... Oh, look who's in the background. Patch is... That's what Rudy smells. Rudy's going nuts because he can smell Patch. See? Patch. Here, smell shrimp. And do you think that Basil might be Patch? He's not. Basil's not Patch, but Basil's your buddy. Look, Rudy and Patch kind of look alike, don't they? Yeah, they do. So, good morning, everyone. We're here. A little disorganized this morning. We had a late night last night. But we have, I think, fun time today. You're going to get to see Rudy. Here he is. And he's already done his pooping, so we don't have to worry about him doing that. And then we're going to see Patch. And I don't think you've met Pookie yet. So Pookie's, and Penny. Penny got big. And Pookie's going to be here. And Cotton. Our new little girl Cotton is coming as well. So you're going to get to see some babies. And Rudy says, I'm really happy that you're out there. Jocelyn is out there. He is perkier, Jocelyn. He's feeling better. His eye looks better. His appetite is better. He's been moving around more. So I don't know what happened last week. He always scares me because he's old. And I don't know if I can show you. Let go for a minute, Rubes. He holds on when we try to pick him up. I don't know if I can show you his back. He's got a huge bald spot. I don't know if you can see that. But he's got a huge bald spot on his back. So I thought maybe he was having some kind of a reaction to the medication. I'm not really sure. What do you think, Rudes? What do you think? Here's some shrimp if you'd like it. Here's some shrimp. Say hello, everybody. I'm not going to stay long because I'm not really a camera kind of guy. Yeah, I'm not really a camera kind of guy. I kind of like to just stay in my bed. And it says, from Debbie, bald is beautiful. You know, Bill says the same thing. That's so funny. Oh, look, there he is. Bald is beautiful. That's right, Billy. And gray hair is beautiful, too. And not being able to go to the hairdresser is beautiful, too. Karen, hi. There's my Rudy Patootsies. Can you say hi? See, Rudy, for the most part, always has his hands clenched. It's been that way really since the accident. He's never been able to move normally since his accident. But So we're going to put Rudy back. And now this is going to be fun because you know Bill, he never likes to be on camera.
Huh.
And we had a long talk before this program, and I said, now when I bring Rudy back to his cage, you have to come with Patch and talk. So are you ready? Because you might actually hear 3 words from Bill. All right. Say bye, everyone. I'm going back to my cage now. Well, he's not actually going to go to the cage. We have a blanket on the floor in the kitchen so that if he wants, he can walk around and he gets to be part of the activity, and he likes that, huh, Rudes? Yeah, he's such a good boy. He's Mama's baby. Oh, yeah, he's a good boy. Okay, here comes Pat. Hi, Hillary. Here comes Patch and Veronica. All right, let's see what happens when Patch gets on the table. All right, Bill, you're live and on stage.
Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. There's my 3 words. Okay, my buddy here, he's happy to be let loose. Go talk. Pat. No, you didn't.
We'll offer him some food.
So, Patch, talk. Speak for me. Didn't like the shrimp.
He does like shrimp.
Yeah,
You have to put him over there.
he sniffed it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, sniffed it.
There he goes. And is he on
Yeah.
the camera? Yeah. No, I'm not letting you out of this. You
I'm
look
gone.
down there and say hello to people.
Hello, people.
Bill makes me do everything, so today I told him he had to do
I
something
don't
too.
make her.
Look, here we are. Wait. There we are. Hi, Billy. Okay, we're kind of silly today because it has been a crazy few days. If you didn't know, this is probably one of the most dangerous times of the year for possums. The mothers now have, oops, babies. Oh, here you go, Patch. The mothers now have babies that are fairly large. And so their bellies are full, and they're very, very slow. And lots are getting hit by cars. So calls are coming in like crazy. And also, the babies are big enough that they're falling off the back. And if mom doesn't notice, they get left behind. In nature, this is what happens. You know, nature's not always kind. And some of those babies survive, but the truth is, a lot of them become food for predators. So again, we get phone calls to come and get them. You're going to meet 3 today, 2 that we know fell off a mother's back, and 1 that was a sole survivor. When the babies are this big, they're also pretty wild. The mothers have been able to teach them some defensive mechanisms, and actually, we have one, I believe that it's Cotton, who likes to play dead. We'll see, maybe she'll do it for you, because when she's stressed, she flops over and plays dead. In the meantime, Patch, did you say hi, everybody? Hi, everybody. Hi. Here I am. I ate shrimp. I think he eats the shrimp because he knows Lavender likes it. Patch, you have to go this way so people can see you on camera. See if the kids want to say hi to you. No? They don't want to say, yeah, oh, yes, they do. Oh, there you look at his little pink nose. I took a picture of him sleeping yesterday. I actually had to go over and see if he was breathing. He was on his back with his mouth open and his tongue hanging out, but I didn't post it because I was afraid it would scare you and you'd think, oh my goodness, what's with Pat? Look, Pat, what's in that dish? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's more shrimp in that dish. What do you think? So I know you wanted to see Patch and Rudy. And, of course, you know you'll get to see... Look at, he's eating all of Lavender's shrimp. Look at those teeth. Look at those big teeth. Oh, yumbity, yumbity, yum. Oh, yumbity, yumbity, yum. Can you hear him? Can you hear his breathing? He makes like a cute little sound. It does. I'm taking 2 shrimp out of here, Patch, because you won't leave any for poor Labby. All right. Now, Bill is going to bring over Lavender, and I'm going to send Patch away. And then you will have seen the 3 little ambassadors. And you know, it's always a good time when we're switching these possums for me to remind you, especially kids. Wildlife are not pets, okay? We have special permits to have these animals. And the reason why we have these 3 adult animals is because they were injured and we couldn't release them. They wouldn't live in the wild. But if you find a baby animal or you find a wild animal that's hurt, you cannot keep it. You can't ask mom and dad to get you an opossum because it's illegal to have them, okay? So you get to enjoy them if you see them in your yard, or you get to enjoy them on programs like this, but you don't get to keep them, all right? And why? What's our motto? Who remembers what our motto is? Our motto is that birds should fly in the sky, fish should swim in the sea and in the water, and wild animals should run in the woods and in the fields, just like Patch, okay? Someone asked me about picking up a possum, and I always pick up Patch and Rudy properly because, first of all, they're big, heavy animals, and if they did decide to bite, it would be a very painful bite. So I'm going to pick up Patch now just to remind all of you that the way that you pick up an opossum is you take your hand and you put it under his chest. Do you see where this is? It's up high on his chest with my fingers between his armpit. And then I take the very base of his tail and I hold it firmly. And that gives Patch a little bit of a feeling that he's secure. All right, so Patch is down. My hand goes under his chest. My other hand is here. Patch is leaving, and here comes Lavender.
This is, the winner is Miss Ferncroft. Lavender of the beauty pageant. Yes. Oh, you're looking for the food. Your mother took the bowl. Here's the bowl. Hey.
Now Lavender gets
That's
shrimp.
basil.
We don't usually need to do much with Labby. Hey, Labby, let's put you down. Let's give you some shrimp. There you go. What do you think of that? Oh, I think that's great. Yeah, let's move you so people can see you eating. Can you hear her? A lot of people love the sound of possums. Let's make her crunch. Here, you want another shrimp? Here. Lavender gets shrimp a couple times a week. It's her very, very favorite food. She does not get Cheetos except when we're at a program or we're doing something like this and we want you to see her eat. She does like cauliflower. We'll give her some. See what she chooses next. Can you see her? She chose the cauliflower. Let's see if I can pull her back a little bit. There. Yeah. She chose the cauliflower. Yummity yum. In Lavender, there's apple and there's a Cheeto. Let's see what you choose next. So, shrimp is her favorite protein. Cauliflower is her favorite vegetable. Cheetos are her favorite forbidden food, although she likes muffins too. Sometimes I steal a piece of Bill's breakfast muffin and give them to Labby. What, do I have any questions out there? I see. It's hard for me to read this when I'm... do any of the adults like each other? Well, the new rehabbers. You know, I'll tell you something. Opossums are solitary animals. And siblings sometimes will get along. And we have been able to mix Pookie and Penny. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to put Cotton in there with them. But adults like Rudy and Patch would fight. I think Lavender would fight with anybody because she's a little territorial. So my answer is sometimes people are able to mix and match, but we don't do it. We don't take a chance because I've heard many, many horror stories from other rehabbers where they have fought to the death. So we're not going to take that kind of chance. Well, you know, they're in cages next to each other. They're aware of each other. Lavender and Patch share a wheel, so they certainly smell each other. But I'm not so sure they're happy about all of that. Lavender wants to walk away today. She doesn't. Hey, little girl, everybody's here to see you. Max says he loves muffins too. Hey, Max, me too. What's Max's favorite kind of muffin? Do they have opposable thumbs? They do. I'm going to show you. On Lavender's back foot, let's see if you can see it. On Lavender's back foot, this right here is her opposable thumb. It's just like a monkey would have. Let's see. Lavy, show him your foot. She's got long fingernails. She needs a manicure. Can you see that opposable thumb? There it is. Yeah. So they use that to grab things, you know, and to hold on to things. Their front paws are like hands. She doesn't want to show you her hand. But she has 5 fingers, and she uses that. And what else do you remember, kids? What is this? This is called a prehensile tail. And she grabs things and holds on to things with her prehensile tail. She's grabbing onto my hand right now. And Lavender uses her tail look at it, she's holding on. She uses her tail very well to gather materials. Yeah, let's put all your food in this dish, Abby. You'd think I didn't feed her today. I did. Actually, in the mornings, they get vegetables, fruit, eggs. The vegetables are cooked in the eggs. And a little bit of yogurt. And at night, we try to give them a different kind of a protein. Sometimes chicken, sometimes fish. Vegetables, again, that have usually been cooked. Lavender always gets raw vegetables. The 2 guys don't like raw vegetables. They're kind of like humans, aren't they? And at night they get applesauce. And the reason why we do the applesauce at night is that's how Rudy gets his medicine, is in the applesauce. Okay, well, Lavender has done a good job of eating, and I hope you liked seeing her, because can Miss Ferncroft use a gown? Not sure if I can manage a swimsuit. Very long tail. Yeah, they do have a very long tail. And their tail is very useful. But remember, they do not hang by their tail. That would really break their spine. We're now going to meet the... Look at her. Oh, my God. You'd think she never ate before. She's so funny. So I'm going to take the babies. I'm going to need the carrier. Let's see. Bill, you take Lavender away. And now we're going to see Pookie and Penny. Lavender, say goodbye. Well, that was fun. Pookie and Penny can't eat any of this stuff yet. They're young. I weighed them this morning. Pookie, who is the bigger one, and I don't think you've met her yet, is very wild. She bites, actually. I oftentimes wear a glove when I'm dealing with her. Penny is sweet. Let's find Penny first. Here's their little house. You see lots of pictures of this little house. What do I have it upside down? There it is. There's their little house. Can you see them? Are they in there? Oh, I see a tail. Somebody's in there. I have to be careful because they run. I told Bill I thought he should have a net today. Oh, he's got the net. Just in case, because you never know. So let's see Penny first. She's our smaller one. Hey, Penny. Oh, yeah, Pookie's ready to bite me. Oh, and Penny is too. That's great. So, here's Penny. Look at her. Has she gotten big? Do you remember her from last week? Look at, she tries to run. You know, it's good that she's trying to run. We want that, right? And she's eating everything. She eats baby food, squash. You saw what she thought of the squash this morning. Carrots. I gave her carrots this morning. She said, yuck. And she eats a little bit of yogurt. She gets about a half a teaspoon of yogurt at night. And she gets a little bit of applesauce. She loves her formula. She's a very good eater. When I go in the morning and I say good morning to her, she comes out and eats. But she's not overly friendly, so she's going to be an easy release. Remember, we don't want them friendly. Why is that, kids? We don't want them friendly because we want to release them. Remember that this little girl was a rescue, and she was found in somebody's living room. We think maybe came in with the dog. The dog maybe brought it in, and the poor woman got up the next morning, and here was little Penny running around the living room. So she was big enough to be off of her mother's back, but not big enough to survive on her own. Now she weighs about 150 grams, so she's still just a few ounces. She only weighs a few ounces. And we're going to have her for at least 2, maybe 3 months before she'll be ready to go. She will learn to eat crunchy food very soon. Right now she's still eating kind of mushy food. She's pretty friendly in that she doesn't try to bite me. When I try to go get Pookie, Pookie will try to bite me. We estimate her to be probably about 14 or 15 weeks old. And can you see that she's drooling? Yeah. Can you see that? Do you know what that is? That's part of her defense system. So she has tried snarling, and now she's drooling. The next thing she'll do is poop. I'm going to put her back before she does that. And then the last thing that they do is they play dead. So do you remember all of those things? All right, so hi, Joanne. Penny says, hi, Joanne. Look at that. She's really given us quite a drool there. Hi, Erica. So this is this little girl. She's pretty perfect. I'd like to be able to show you. I don't know if you can see. I don't think her pouch is... It's really hard sometimes to see a pouch on a female when they're about this age, which is why sometimes we don't even get it right. I've had to name many Sandy Sam because I had it wrong. All right, I'm going to put her back, and then we're going to try to get... yeah, we could. But right in here is a better place for her. Okay. Let's try to get Pookie. And I've got her. Uh-huh. Now you're going to see a little wild one. This one is much bigger, even though she and Penny get along very well. There she is. Look at her. What is that called? That's called the opossum smile. Can everybody do this? That's what they do, is the opossum smile. Now, she weighs almost 300 grams. That's pretty good. You know, I think there's like 450 grams in a pound. So she's getting up there. You can see her beautiful little feet. See those little hands? She's got 5 little fingers. And can we look at your little bottom feet on her? You can see her little opposable thumb. Yes, and whoa, here's her tail. She's got a nice tail, which she's trying to get away. Oops, I got her. She does run. I have to hold her. And I'm not sure, can we see? She's pooping all over. That's what they do. Oh, yuck. All right. I was going to show you her pouch, but if I show you her pouch... All right, kid. Well, there's Pookie. You got to see her. She's a wild girl. We figure her... Yeah, we should have named her Poopy, Bill said, instead of Pookie. We figure that she's probably 16 to 18 weeks old. She's a little bit older. She's eating everything. She's very independent. She is going to be a very easy release. We're handling her today, but normally we do not handle her. I just feed and clean when she's not looking. So in her house she goes. Bill, if you want to take them, and I'm going to clean up a little bit here. All right, and now we're going to meet Cotton. Now, I know none of you have met Cotton before because we just got Cotton. We're going to have to clean this up and put in a new... sorry, this is the problem. When you go live, you just never know how anybody's going to react. Although we can be pretty sure that somebody is going to do what Pookie just did. So we're going to put down a clean... Now, the Cotton is even wilder. But I'll tell you something about Cotton that's interesting. She's the first little one that I've actually had do this. She plays dead. And she does it very well. She just flops over. She scared the daylights out of me when we first got her. Cotton sleeps in this kind of a pouch. She seems to like this. Now, at night, we still do have a little bit of heat on them because they're out in the rehab room, and it does get pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, she's hiding. I don't think you can see her in there. But she's in there, and she's hiding. And Bill has to be ready because this little one really does run. Hey, Cotton, Want to come out? Huh? Want to come out and say hello so everyone can meet you? Oh, it's a good girl. Oh, she's such a good girl. Okay. I gotcha, baby. I gotcha. This is Cotton. Look at those ears are right back. Look at that smile. Do you know we love this? I know that it probably looks scary to you. I'm not scared. I love it. I love that she's that way. Sometimes they try to bite me and I think, good, good for you. But this is her belly. Let's see, can we see a pouch on her? Oh, you might be able to see a little bit of a pouch there. Yeah. This is a little pouch. Say, hi, Mom. Hi. There she is. We don't want her to be too scared. Yeah, she has a mohawk. She has a mohawk because those ears are right back. Anybody that has a cat or a dog knows that when they're scared or when they're angry, they put their ears back. Well, so do possums. When they're curious, their ears go forward, and that's when you see those cute faces. This is not a cute face, is it? Oh, she's smiling at you kids. Are you smiling back at her? I hope so. She's very, very cute. Oh, she's relaxed. No, the ears were going to come out. So that's not a cute face when they're smiling and their ears are back. So I know why some people are scared. But when they're just curious and they're relaxed, those little ears come forward, those little black ears, and her whole face seems to puff out and she looks adorable. So Cotton has a interesting story. Cotton was wandering by herself in a little goat pen, and the little girl of the owner saw her and went over and picked her up and brought her in the house. And imagine that mother when she walked in with this little opossum. And they called Kevin, who's one of our volunteers, and said, oh no, we have this little opossum. And he went over and got it and called us, and we said, bring her to us. And at first we were very worried because we thought maybe Cotton had been stepped on by a goat because she was so lethargic. Well, she wasn't really lethargic. Look at that. Did you see those ears go back? This is one wild little girl. She was playing dead. She's played dead now.
Drooling, too.
And is she drooling?
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. She is wonderful. This is a wonderful example for you to see. I don't know if you can see the drool. Can you see? Okay? So when it's an adult, it's scary because people think they have rabies because they see all this foam coming out of their mouth or all, they're drooling. She also can snarl and growl, but she's not doing that. But so now that she's drooling, her next thing is to poop, and that is what she's doing all over me. So these are perfect examples to remind you what happens when an opossum is scared. First, they smile at you and growl and snarl and try to make you go away. Then they drool and hiss. And then, did you need to see that? They poop. And if none of that works, they just flop over and play dead. I can't put her down to show you that because I'm afraid if I put her down, she'll run. And it will be very hard for us to catch her. But you got to meet Cotton, and you got a beautiful example of how an opossum reacts with their defense systems. Now, Cotton is another one who's going to be very, very easy to release because we won't handle her. We're handling her for the show today, but we don't handle her. We leave her alone. We let her stay wild. And you know what? She is teaching the others to be wild. We're going to see if we can put her in with Penny and Pookie. But because Pookie is wild and she's wild, I'm not sure. I'll have to watch it very, very carefully because they could fight. And if they fight, it could get vicious. So there you go. You got to meet little Cotton. We're going to put Cotton back now. She's going to be great when she's released, Nancy said. And I say, yes, she is. Oh, my God, I'm going to have to take a shower when this show's over. All right, there you go, Cotton. Okay. So, this morning, before I get out there, is Calvin out there? And Caden and Brenda, are you out there? Amanda's out there. Hi, Amanda. And Ayana. Hey, Ayana, is she on there? Did she get to see the babies? Oh, I hope so. And Rachel. Isabella and Gabrielle, I'm sure you're there. And Wanda and Barbara. And I think that I saw Hillary and Donna were out there. And Ella and Fiona. Are you guys out there? What about Kenzie and Aubrey and Victoria? Are you there? And Alexa. And Mary had an appointment and couldn't be there. She's going to watch it later. There's Brenda. Hopefully Caden is watching too. And Gwen and Sarah. Yes, they're out there as well. And you know, I had asked what other countries we had people watching from, because we have people from all over the United States that watch this, and I think that's really fun. Here's Mr. COVID-19. Oh, this is for Brenda. Look, Brenda made a mask for us, and this is the one she made for Bill, and he wears it all the time. He loves it. Hi, Donna. But you know, here are some of the countries. Not only in the United States do we have people here. We have people from the Philippines, from London, England, Mexico, Spain, Montreal, Canada, Germany, Estonia, Ireland. I'm so excited that you people are all over. Italy, and of course, all of the New England states and South Carolina. And my favorite to announce every week, Oklahoma. I just love singing that song. Texas and Colorado and Montana and Oregon and Maine. Hillary from Maine. Yay, I see that we've got Maine in here too today. Okay. What we're going to do now, and it's about 9 or 10 minutes, is tell a cute little story, because I think that our younger viewers get bored pretty quickly, and I understand that. I also know that the weather's getting nice, and I think people are going outside. So can I suggest that if you are going outside, that you take a look around and you really listen carefully, because you're going to see some beautiful birds and hear some beautiful sounds, and maybe, hi, Tommy. And Michigan. Hi, Mary from Michigan. Maybe you'll even see where some wildlife is living now, or where they've been eating. And that's really fun, isn't it? Tommy, if you just came on, you missed the opossums. But we'll bring Lavender back when we're done with this story, so that she can say goodbye to everybody. I'm going to just move the camera up. And the story that I'm reading today is Cork and Fuzz. Of course, look, it's backwards. And this is actually a book from a series. And I thought, and it's a level 3 reading, so that kids that are learning to read or reading on their own might like these. They're very short, cute pictures. And people are always asking me, what kind of book about opossums? We have a whole library of opossum books. But this is a good series. So I thought that this week we would just sort of read it. I'm going to read it quickly, and then we'll be back with Lavender. So for the adults, if you wanted to go make a cup of coffee, maybe now would be a good time. But do come back, okay? Because we're going to come back too. All right, let me just move this camera. And I think I've got it perfect. Let's see. Can you see that TV? Yes, you can. All right. Oh, I know what I have to do. Okay. Now you can. All right. This is the story of two very unlikely friends. Can I have the pointer? Their names are Cork and Fuzz. Cork and Fuzz became very, very good friends. Can you believe it? Because I'll tell you the truth. Muskrats usually aren't friends with opossums. And so Cork, this is Cork here, and he's the muskrat, and this is Fuzz here, and he is the opossum. Cork was lonely, and so he went out and he looked behind a thorn bush, and he looked behind a pine tree, but nobody was there. Oh, nobody here, he said. And then he picked up a small stone and he dropped it, and he let out a big sigh, and he said, nobody is here. Nobody here to play with. Then he went over and he found a hollow log. Ooh, we know who likes to sleep in hollow logs, don't we? Nothing to do, he yelled into the log. Nothing to do, an echo called back. Boring, Cork called. Boring, the echo called back. Hey, is that log talking? I don't know. I have to go home now, Cork called. Can I come with you? The echo asked. Whoa! That scared Cork, and he jumped back, and he scratched his head, and he said, well, okay, I guess I can roll you there. And so he pushed the log, and boom, 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 down it went. Boom, boom. Ow, said the log. Ow, said the log. And then it bumped into a big thorn bush. And look what happened. A big fat possum fell out. Cork said, you're not an echo. What are you doing in that log? Well, I was rolling and I was snacking. And he held up a big shiny beetle. Look at that big beetle. Yuck, Cork said, and he covered his eyes. I don't like beetles. I like cattails, and I like roots, and I like seeds. So muskrats like to eat veggie stuff. Yuck, the possum said. And then Cork didn't hear anything. So he opened his eyes, and the possum had disappeared. But Cork heard a noise behind him. Look, I see him. And the possum popped out of the bushes, and he put something under a pointed leaf. What is that? See that leaf? There's something under there. The opossum put something under there. Oh, it's nothing, said the possum. He stuck his nose against Cork's nose, and he said, my name is Fuzz. My name is Cork. Are you a duck? Fuzz asked. Cork looked at him and laughed. Ducks go. I'm not a duck. Well, Fuzz said, ducks go, Cork, Cork. And Cork laughed again, and he said, no, they don't. Ducks say, would anybody know what ducks say? Ducks say, quack, quack. I'm a muskrat, and I float like a cork, and that's why I have my name, Cork. Hey, do you want to play a game? We could play hide and seek, or we could play find and eat, said Fuzz. We find beetles and then we eat them. Yuck, said Cork. Then he picked up a stick and he said, as he swung it at look, he's got a stick and he's swinging it up there. He swung it at a pine tree branch, and that pine cone fell down, and it fell right on Fuzz's head. Thunk! Fuzz gasped. Then he fell to the ground. He did not move. He did not move at all. Look, he's not moving. He's laying on the ground. Now, we just learned about this. What do you think he's doing? Fuzz lay so still, and Cork bent over, and he wiggled at Lavender. He wiggled Fuzz's tail, but Fuzz did not move. He wiggled his nose. He wiggled his foot, but Fuzz still did not move. Cork sat on the ground next to Fuzz, and he was sad. I'll stay with you, he said. A butterfly landed on Fuzz's ear. Shoo, said Cork. And a grasshopper landed on Fuzz's paw. Shoo. Please don't be fainted much longer. Oh, poor Cork, he's so sad because he doesn't know what's wrong with Fuzz. But we do, don't we? We know what's happening here. Fuzz, his eyes opened up and he jumped up and he said, I wasn't fainted. I was playing. I was playing possum. Do you remember? Possums play dead. Well, possum is not a fun game, Cork said. Well, it's not a game, said Fuzz. It's what possums do when they're scared. That pine cone hit me on the head, and it made me scared, and so I played. A pine cone, Fuzz said. Oh, I didn't know it was a pine cone, actually. I thought it was a big bee. He pushed the pine cone with his toe, and then he reached over and he picked something up and he put it under that pointed leaf again. He keeps putting stuff under that pointed leaf. Hey, what did you put under there? Cork said, and Fuzz said, nothing. I didn't put anything under there. Well, okay, let's play another game. I'm going to teach you to play Pin the Tail on the Turtle. Cork found a long leaf and he put a thorn in the end of it. See the thorn in the end of the leaf right there? This is the turtle's tail, he told Fuzz. This is not a fun game for the turtle, said Fuzz. He's going to have a thorn in his tail? Oh, no, said Cork. It's a pretend tail. And this stump over here is the pretend stump. So you close your eyes, and now you stick the tail on the turtle. And I will find a leaf for me. Cork bent over to pick up a leaf. Look, here's Cork. He's bending over. He's looking for a leaf. Here's Fuzz. He's got the leaf with the thorn. What do you think he does? Yow, says Cork. Uh-oh, said Fuzz. I am not a turtle, Cork said. Why did you stick that tail on me? I'm sorry, said Fuzz. I didn't mean to. And he hung his head. And then he picked something up. And once again, look, he keeps hiding stuff under that leaf. Cork stuck his nose against Fuzz's nose. What are you hiding under that leaf? Cork said. All right, said Fuzz. I'll show you. But I think you're going to think it's silly. Oh, Lavender thinks this is kind of a good story. Fuzz picked up the pointed leaf, and underneath the leaf there were 3 stones. 3 stones? I collect interesting stones, said Fuzz. At first, Cork looked surprised, you see? All those pretty stones. There's a white one, and a black one, and a red one. At first, Cork looked surprised, but then he started to laugh. I knew you would laugh, said Fuzz. I knew you would make fun of me. Here, Lavy, what? Wanna say hi to people while we're reading this book? Sure. I will go home now. No, said Cork. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I collect stones too. Come on, come down to my pond and I'll show you. You live in a pond, said Fuzz. Yes, said Cork. Like a duck? No, ducks live in ponds too, but I'm not a duck. Cork picked up Fuzz's stones. Come on, I'll explain to you all about the difference between muskrats and ducks. And you know that it was right then and there that Cork and Fuzz became best friends. And they're going to have a lot of adventures together. But now they're holding hands and they're headed off to the pond. And Fuzz looks at Cork and says, "Cork, Cork," because he thinks that that's the kind of a sound that a duck makes. But we know better. So that is our story for this week. And now Lavender was much more interested in... We should have had popcorn for Lavender, huh? Lavender was much more interested in eating than watching the story. I'm going to move back, and I'm going to see if anybody has any questions, and then we're going to say good day to you. So, Billy, if you can grab Lavender, I'll grab this. Oops. And move it back so that we can have Lavy up front. Oops. Okay. We can have Lavy up front here. Yep. Take the whole dish.
Yep.
All right, Lavy. Okay. All right. Let me see. Does anybody have any questions? I can't see what that says. It is from Sarah. Successfully serotonin. Kim is watching. And Sarah, I'm not quite sure what the serotonin. You must be answering someone else. All right. Veronica says Amanda loved the story. And you know, Veronica, I think there's about 6 or 7 books in this series. We're going to do a little children's raffle for National Children's Day. That's June 14th. So maybe next week I'll talk to you about it. We've got lots of good stuff for kids. And I'm going to include in one of the prizes several of these Cork and Fuzz books. So for younger kids, they're really good. And of course, we'll have Apple Blossom, the Possum, which is our very, very favorite book. I've thought about reading it, but it's got a lot of chapters in it. Okay, I think we're done. What is the timing? Yep, we are done. I hope you enjoyed it today. It was very disorganized. We have been late nights and early mornings. So I'm sorry that you missed us running around this morning. Thanks for tuning in. I love your show, said Rose. Thanks, Rose. We love doing them. All right, Lavies, say goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. It was nice to see you.